practice and leading into the season.
By opening day, how comfortable were you, or did you just feel pretty anxious out there?
For the most part, very comfortable. You always get those pregame jitters, and I just get that before any game. And once I get that first tackle or that first big hit or something like that, then I get accustomed to the game.
So, a lot's been made about the early enrollees having that extra time, but it didn't hold you back, obviously.
No, sir. Did it? No, sir, it didn't. I just at the time I couldn't come in early. I was playing multiple sports, and I just made the most of it when I came in.
So you got a bunch of new guys back there with you. Today was their first practice.
Yes, sir.
Can they get ready by opening day?
Definitely. I was able to do it, and they're more than capable of be able to do it. And just like I said, just got to take it day by day and keep getting reps and keep competing.
What can you take away from today's practice, the first practice? What can you learn about your team from the very first one?
It's only the beginning, and it's a building process, and we know our expectations and what we need to get done. And as camp rolls along and leading into the season, we'll become more comfortable.
What was Coach Jones like out there today? What kind of sense or feel did you get from him, and what his impression was of the first practice?
Oh, he's very hype. He was always hype, always active, always around the field. It's never a time you don't hear his voice around the field.
Did he seem happy about today's practice throughout the practice, or was he a little bit upset, or could you get a read?
At times, but that comes with coaching. And I would rather him be happy but still get on us as well.
Cam, you had success as a true freshman last year, and you guys have a lot of true freshmen that will play some on defense too. Is that something you just give to those guys, kind of as encouragement? Maybe say, like, it can be done as a freshman.
Yes, sir, it definitely can. And then I also, the mental aspect of the game is how they approach the game. And I try to preach that as well down to the younger boys and just let them go out there and play their game.
Do you feel as, like, how has the step up as, like, a leader in your situation been for you? Because they're going to rely on you to hold down that secondary this year. Yes,
sir, definitely. That one-year experience helped me a lot, and it's just my job now to be a leader and encourage and coach those boys up.
What's the goal of the defense over the next 26 practices of training camp?
The bond, to come together, learn our system, and just play ball.
How far did you develop, say, from that first game to game 2, game 3, game 4 by October? Were you a different player than you were on opening day?
Definitely. It's always a building process. There's always anything you can work on extra. And at this stage right now, I'm just keep trying to develop my game.
When you came in and opened practice last year, did you have any idea on this first practice you'd be a starter?
No, sir, I did not. But throughout the workouts and the hard work, and I was just able to compete and make plays and be able to start.
Do you remember when you moved up to the line?
No, sir, I do not.
Does Emmanuel come to you a lot?
Definitely.
Pick your brain about you were in these shoes last year.
Definitely. I'm not his big brother, but I mentor him a lot, and I'm always in his ear. I'm always encouraging him, always staying on him. And even outside of football, whether it's academics, anything in life, you can always come to me.
How do you kind of break him down, critique him? I mean, where is he at compared to maybe where you were at this time last year?
We sit down and watch film all the time, whether it's before practice, after practice. That's why he gets accustomed to our system and accustomed to what he needs to work on and what we both need to work on. And we coach each other, and that's the big thing about it.
Cam, what's the next step for you in your development? I know we talked to you about this back in the spring. What's the next step in your development?
Just
Where do you want to
keep
go?
taking it day by day, keep developing my game, and keep encouraging and helping others around me.
Do you feel like you have to be a veteran now because there's so many new guys that came in?
Yes, sir, definitely. Even with that one-year experience, I have to coach the young guys and get them accustomed to our playbook and get accustomed to our system.
You mentioned in the spring not being satisfied with what you did last year. Is Coach Martinez, is he on you about that, saying that you were good, but you can be better?
Definitely, and that just kind of pushes me to go harder. From my aspect, I'm never satisfied. It's always extra I can be doing, and that'll just make me become a great player.
Is there anything creative he says to you?
No, definitely. He's just always in my ear.
How much do you guys switch sides at corner, or are you just on one side?
We both switch sides. We can either play any position on the field, so either way, left corner, right corner, nickel, safety, it doesn't matter.
Could there be any times where you match up with the opponent's best corner, wide receiver, wherever they happen to line up?
Yes, sir. If it's in the game plan in that week, yes, sir, I will.
Right. And talk about some of the other young guys at corner, what you've seen from them so far.
Very productive today. Came out sluggish today, but as practice started to roll around, they got into it, and it's just a building process from here.
Do you see those young guys and see them struggle through certain things and say, gosh, I remember that was just last
Yes, sir, definitely. And I kind of smile about it because I look back on it, and I was like, Wow, that was me a couple months ago. That was me last year. And like I said, it's a building process, and I'm always in their ear. I'm always critiquing. I always coaching. We always coaching each other, and that's how we're going to get better.